with Michael and Jay Nash.
You can't cancel a holiday.
Christmas isn't canceled. Michael McFadden and Jay Nash are spreading some Christmas cheer. Tune in every Wednesday at 8:15 a.m. for your chance to get hooked up with a $35 gift card. All you have to do is call in with the correct answer to the Christmas movie trivia. It's that easy. Thanks to Coach Oliver Adams, Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash, and Power 108.9, we're going to end 2020 on a positive note by giving away Christmas cheer. Power 108.9, a station for the people.
The opinions and views expressed by this program are those of the program host, and guest, and do not necessarily reflect the views of Power 108.9 and its officials. We hope you enjoy.
Power 108.9. Let's go. Michael and Jay Nash. 108.9.
Hey, it's Jay Nash from Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash. We everywhere.
Michael and Jay Nash. Michael and Jay Nash. We got your birthdays and shout outs.
Murders, birthdays. Goodness. Be sure to follow us on all your social media platforms at Michael and Jay Nash. And of course, we're on Spotify, Apple, Pandora, Google. We everywhere.
Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash. Only on.
There can be only one.
Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash right here on Power 108.9.
What was that called?
That was my bravado.
Bravado.
Is that what it's called? The bravado? What Beyonce be doing her records?
No.
Hey, we got an awesome show. We back. We got Power.
We do.
Hey,
we do.
When I called Georgia Power, they was just like, hey, that $50 ain't enough to put on the bill.
So you're not on one of those little programs that
No.
kind of help you?
No.
Okay.
They said I've been using it too much.
Stop
Hey,
it.
today's the 15th of November. No, December.
Yep.
2020.
The last day to register for healthcare.gov.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
If you ain't got your Obamacare, you're going to be SOL. And you're going to have to pay some taxes next year.
Yep.
Hey, our president spoke yesterday, President-elect.
Yep.
Joe, did you hear him speaking yesterday?
I did. I just pulled it up.
So why ain't nobody get him no water, though? He kept on.
You know they're going to say something about it, right?
You know what I would have did? Can somebody grab me a water real quick?
That would actually be relatable.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll talk about that. Also, New York. Guess what all the New Yorkers are fleeing to? Not Georgia. Good. They're going right past us.
We cannot have anybody else come to an ATL.
In our 60 seconds in the buzz, I'm telling you about a baseball team that's changing their names.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
They don't want to be cancel culture. Ain't that what they called it? Culture cancel.
You had it right the first time.
Cancel culture?
Yep.
They don't want to be a part of that.
Okay.
Also, too, we got Erica Thomas calling in today, too.
Okay.
State representative.
Yeah,
we'll
we
talk
got
about
so
some
much to talk
election
about.
stuff today.
And get out and vote.
Yes.
Please vote.
I went to go, but it didn't work out. I'll tell you what happened. We'll be right back. Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash right on Power 108.9. They couldn't see us. Let's go.
There can be only one.
The team here at Power 108.9 want to strongly encourage everyone to continue to practice social distancing and wearing a mask while in public. Let's all work together to stop the spread of COVID-19 this holiday season. And if by chance you're in public and you hear someone talking like this,
I can't see in this thing. I can't breathe in this thing, and I can't ride in this thing.
stop and just go the other way. Power 108.9, a station for the people. If you hadn't made your way over to power108.9.com, you're just as bad as the people who didn't vote in this year's election.
The votes are still coming in. I'm going to give you a list of states that I'm never visiting, ever.
Oh, never, ever?
F*** y'all state. I'm sorry, did I just cut?
You just cut.
I dropped the F-bomb, didn't I?
Straight. Early in the morning.
Power 108.9, a station for the people. In a world of petty and immature people, it's refreshing to hear a morning show that has sophisticated hosts such as Michael McFadden and Jay Nash. Don't believe me? Take a listen.
But shout out to our friends over there at Credit Building Professionals. What up, Credit Craig?
I tried to come with you.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's what she said. Ooh.
Oh.
Hey.
Power 108.9, a station for the people. Honest question. Do you really know what's going on in the metro Atlanta real estate market?
I own half of Atlanta. You believe that? Real estate.
Team Todd Realty Group. Atlanta has become a hotbed for real estate, and it's consistently growing by the day. Nikita Todd and the good folks with Team Todd Realty Group are here to assist you with any of your real estate needs. Looking to buy a house?
What I would tell a first-time home buyer is to make sure that you have saved adequately.
Thinking about that investment property?
You reach out to me because, of course, I have a lot of resources.
Or trying to sell your house?
It's always best to consult with your realtor first. We have options to get your house on the market as quickly as possible. And we also have other options to where you can purchase with cash and sell your home later. So it's always best to consult a realtor because we have a lot of tricks of the trade that not everybody's privy to.
Don't wait another minute. Go to www.teamtoddrealty.com for more information. Team Todd Realty Group.
Hey, welcome back. Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash right here on Power 108.9. Today's show is being brought to you by Alvin Jameson of Low Depot. See if y'all woke this morning. Looking for a new house? You might need to finance that junk. Hit them up, alvinjameson.com. Today, I mentioned it's the 15th of December. Today is the Bill of Rights Day.
Nice.
We talked about this yesterday.
Yep.
About in social studies.
Yep.
Did you pay attention during that time? You know what the Bill of Rights is. The Bill of Rights is the first 10 amendments to the United States Constitution to make up the Bill of Rights. It was passed by Congress on September 25th, 1789. These rights place limits on government power. Did you know that the bill was introduced by President James Madison, who later became the fourth president of the United States? Well, I guess he wasn't president when he introduced it.
Nope.
The bill of rights initially had 12 proposed amendments. One concerned the number of constituents for each representative, and the other addressed the compensation for congressmen. Neither one of those were ratified, though. So, but I'll give you some more tips about the Bill of Rights.
Okay.
So you can be a little bit more educated.
Yeah, we need to definitely be educated on this.
Because we have no clue. Yesterday, President-elect Joe Biden delivered a forceful attack on President 45. Barrage of lawsuits and claims of electoral fraud, demanding in a primetime speech Monday that the will of the people is going to be honored. He hit that 270 electoral mark threshold. I didn't realize, I was listening to President Biden last night. I didn't realize it was the same victory of electoral colleges that 45 beat Hillary in 2016. Didn't I realize that?
Sure did.
And he kicked Hillary ass, didn't he?
Did. He did. They were mad at Hillary about those emails.
Right.
That's what that was really about. Not only that, he said that this is President-elect Joe Biden. He mentioned that more people came out and turned out to vote than any other election in the history.
I couldn't believe that.
That's 155 million people.
Wow. And how many people in the United States?
300.
I think it was 200
million.
230.
No, don't start. We got it right the first time. Y'all had me looking it up. We finally got it right. There's only 300 million people. 155 million of those people got out.
It's I think it's like 3 point something billion, but like not 300. Was it
no,
300 million.
By Alpha Male.
Was it?
Yeah, it's 300 million Alpha Male.
Million.
I just showed you the video yesterday.
Don't listen to the billions with him. That's only in China.
Oh, so it's Michael said the billions. Okay.
Yes,
all right,
Michael the one who said the billions. Those are Chinese in China. Yes, over there. Okay. In Asia.
Hey, yesterday Joe was coughing though.
Joe like. Just hand me some water.
I was like, Tasha was like, all right, Joe, get it together. Get it together.
I can hear Tasha saying that.
Yeah, she really did. But shout out to him. And it's amazing, like you said, the amount of people that came out and vote.
Yeah.
I thought we did the same thing for President Obama, but I guess not.
No, we didn't. That's how important it was for everybody to get out and vote. And like I said before, it wasn't just, African Americans. It was the younger generation, okay, that came out. Those are your millennials. It also was those suburban wives whose husband voted for Trump that went in and said, I'm picking President-elect, Vice President Kamala Harris.
Yes. And I think what happened was 45's his folks.
Yeah.
What do they call it? His constituents? No, that's not the word I'm looking for. But his supporters. That's what they're looking like.
Yeah.
All of his supporters came out of their hiding spots.
They did.
Yeah,
they did.
They took their hoodies
I thought
off.
They were good Christian folks. What happened to those good old Christian folks?
Them good Southern Christian folks.
Because that man, 45, has no humility for anyone. So I'm really surprised. He's not Christian-like.
So shout out to him. And we're going to be talking some politics on today's show because probably around the 8:45-ish time or so,
Okay.
Erica Thomas, she's going to be calling in. She represents District 39 here in the beautiful state of Georgia.
Yeah, she good people too.
Yeah, so we're going to holler at her and see what she, talk about getting out and voting. And shout out to Kwanzaa Hall.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa said, I ain't got but 30 days in this office. Have you seen him on Insta?
Yes, he has really been making the mark, especially for that marijuana, the passing of the bill.
Kwanzaa up there signing off on everybody. So shout out to Kwanzaa Hall. Also, too, last night, it's not last night, but today, did you know that it was on this day? Y'all know I'd be so fascinated with people. 1966, Walter Elias, a.k.a. Walt Disney, died on this day in Los Angeles. Did you know Walt Disney was only 65 years old when he died?
No, I had no idea.
Yes.
Wow.
He didn't really get to enjoy the what he created down in Orlando.
Wasn't there a movie or something that's on like Netflix?
Yeah, it's called Mickey Mouse. Not that one.
You know what? No, that is not it. Legs, can you please?
Were you talking about a movie about his life?
Yeah, about his
okay.
life. I was trying to think of it. But yeah, 65, he was so young.
Yeah, super duper young.
Yeah.
Hey, when we come back,
what you got?
We got your birthdays and shout outs coming up.
We have our 60 seconds in the buzz.
We got that coming up too.
And of course, I got to let you guys know who actually topped Forbes' world's most powerful women.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
we'll do that when we come back.
We'll be back right here on Mornings.
Yay!
Michael and Jay Nash on Power 108.9.
I don't accept it, really.
Oh my God. Okay, listen. We'll try the machine, but I'd like you to try something. Try swallowing the giant ball of snot that's dangling around in the back of your throat. It's disgusting. Nobody wants to hear that. That's what you do.
Hey, Rick, come on, enough.
Rocking Christmas Eve.
The New Normal Podcast.
It better be served to me by some naked woman.
It's locker room talk. That's what boys do.
Sports
Green excited.
and locker room talk.
Can't keep anything else in my freezer.
Yeah.
But at least I can drink a ton of whiskey with ice cubes.
This ain't your ordinary sports podcast. Check out the New Normal Podcast on power108.9.com every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 12 noon.
No f***ing way.
Power 108.9, a station for the people. Keep it locked. Power 108.9, the station for the people. Let's be honest, we've all had a case of the Mondays before.
Jay Nash, what are you doing over there?
Well, I mean,
Get situated, please.
If we were just recorded like we do our podcast on this,
We can't hear you.
Nobody,
We can't hear you.
Nobody will ever know what I'm doing besides the fact that you want to record us. So this is what I'm doing because I have only.
We can't hear you. She is easily distracted, ladies and gentlemen. And your computer not working.
Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash. Only on Power 108.9, a station for the people. The team here at Power 108.9 want to strongly encourage everyone to continue to practice social distancing and wearing a mask while in public. Let's all work together to stop the spread of COVID-19 this holiday season. And if by chance you're in public and you hear someone talking like this,
Well, I can't see in this thing. I can't breathe in this thing and I can't ride in this thing.
stop and just go the other way. Power 108.9, a station for the people. What's up, family? I call you family because You hear that sound? Is that what I think it is? It's Christmas time. Wait, isn't it still 2020?
Christmas is canceled.
Mr.
Thanks to Coach Oliver Adams and Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash,
You can't cancel a holiday.
Christmas isn't canceled. Michael McFadden and Jay Nash are spreading some Christmas cheer. Tune in every Wednesday at 8:15 a.m. for your chance to get hooked up with a $35 gift card. All you have to do is call in with the correct answer to the Christmas movie trivia. It's that easy. Thanks to Coach Oliver Adams, Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash, and Power 108.9, we're going to end 2020 on a positive note by giving away Christmas cheer. Power 108.9, a station for the people. In a world of petty and immature people, it's refreshing to hear a morning show that has sophisticated hosts such as Michael McFadden and Jay Nash. Don't believe me? Take a listen.
But shout out to our friends over there at Credit Building Professionals. What up, Credit Craig?
I tried to come with you.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's what she said. Ooh.
Oh.
Hey.
Power 108.9, a station for the people. And now, Michael McFadden and Jay Nash, 60-second buzz, starts now.
Well, who runs the world?
Girls!
Okay, well, anyway, that's my song right there. According to Forbes magazine, Rihanna, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, they all make it on Forbes.
Nice.
World's most powerful women. Now, Vice President-elect Kamala Harris also was on there. Rihanna came out at number 69, whereas Beyonce is number 72 on the list. Taylor Swift is number 82 on the list, and single most powerful woman in the world was Angela Merkel. So there's a lot of good women on that list.
Hey, shout out to the Baltimore Ravens last night. If you missed the game last night, it was an amazing game. Boy, Lamar Jackson came in the last 2 minutes of the game and they won the game. Yes, they did. The Ravens moved to 8-5. The Browns dropped to 9-4. But shout out to the Browns. And also, Roger Goodell, the commissioner of the NFL, said yesterday the NFL players will not be moving to the front of the line for the vaccine. He said he's not going to do that to the citizens of the United States of America. He's going to let his players stay in line just like everybody else. So shout out to Roger Goodell for saying that.
Look at you. That is your latest on your entertainment and sports news, of course, right here on Mornings with the Michael and Jay Nash.
And speaking of sports, it was on this day back in 1997 that the San Francisco 49ers retired number 16. You know who jersey number that was? Number 16.
Number 16.
He played quarterback.
Well,
Joe Montana.
Yeah,
he did that. They did that at halftime during the Denver Broncos game. And then it was also on this day back in 1982 that Bear Bryant announced his retirement as head coach of the University of Alabama. So all that happened today, 1982. Did you figure out the name of that movie though? For the Walt Disney Jump.
What did you say, Legs? It was really just an inspired movie.
About
him.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Hey, so I don't know if were you gonna put this in your 60 seconds in the buzz with Lil Wayne?
No, but I was gonna because I saw it on the list. I think we should talk about it.
Yeah, Lil Wayne pled guilty to federal gun charges.
Yeah,
faces up to 10 years in prison.
That's messed up.
It happened December 11th.
Yep.
He was in a courtroom to single charge possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and we all know convicted felons that you cannot be possessing any kind of weapons.
That's forever. That's
forever.
Forever.
Yes.
Forever. Ever. Seriously.
But
as a convicted felon, you can never be in the possession, even if the law says that you can carry. Come on, I'm a gun-toting patriot.
Your song. Hey, that was crazy. You knew the lyrics to that record, too.
I actually thought it was pretty
And the
dope.
other part, too, that Tasha brought it to my attention is that not only did he have a gun, he had cocaine, Xanax,
He did.
heroin.
Yeah.
Like, he had all. What Wayne got going on?
I don't know. And then he thought he was going to take a photo op with 45. And that way he had just, that he can expunge his record. And that didn't turn out to be.
It did not work at all.
In fact, it brought it back to light.
And also, what about the comments from K. Michelle, since we're talking entertainment?
Ooh, that was
So the question is, can you separate the music from the person, the man or woman?
Yes.
Meaning, K. Michelle got dragged through social media saying that she's hurt because she can't work with R. Kelly anymore. Yeah. And we know R. Kelly is he still locked up? He's locked up, ain't it? Yeah, child pornography, child abuse, all that kind of stuff.
Everything.
Everything. But the question is, as an entertainer, can you still work with someone like a Robert Kelly who is in jail because of his actions with minors?
So can you imagine the people who aren't in jail right about now that people are still working with that they know about in Hollywood? Several. But what she came out to say, and people criticized her, was, I swear if Rob was here, so many of the musical questions would be answered. If you have a mentor, you need to learn as much musically as possible. But I took some days of learning from him for granted.
Okay.
Never knowing that this would actually ever happen to him. So like I said, it's a situation where she was just giving him his props. And he deserved props. Like, R. Kelly is a musical genius. We can't take that away. We can't take that away from him. However, he's also sick.
Right.
And he needs mental treatment. He needs treatment. I think jail probably isn't the best thing for him. I think he needs help. He needs to be in somebody's psychiatric ward.
But so the question is, would you work with him? Like if you were an artist,
after him,
yep, and he
if
got
he was
out.
acquitted.
All right, OJ.
I mean, would I work with him again as a female, as a woman? I wouldn't, because I felt like a lot of he abused his power in so many different ways. But I also have to blame the parents of those young girls who allowed their kids to be in his presence. And producer here is telling us to wrap it up.
Hey, when we come back, I'm gonna continue to give y'all these tidbits on the Bill of Rights, because I know y'all wasn't paying attention in school what the Bill of Rights are all about. We'll talk about that. And guess who may be running for Senate in 2020 down in Florida?
Ooh.
I'm gonna give you a hint. Her last name is 45.
We'll be back right here.
Yeah.
With Michael and Jay Nash.
Honest question. Do you really know what's going on in the metro Atlanta real estate market?
I own half of Atlanta. You believe that? Real estate.
Team Todd Realty Group. Atlanta has become a hotbed for real estate, and it's consistently growing by the day. Nikita Todd and the good folks with Team Todd Realty Group are here to assist you with any of your real estate needs. Looking to buy a house?
What I would tell a first-time home buyer is to make sure that you have saved adequately.
Thinking about that investment property?
Reach out to me, because, of course, I have a lot of resources.
Or trying to sell your house?
It's always best to consult with your realtor first. We have options to get your house on the market as quickly as possible. And we also have other options to where you can purchase with cash and sell your home later. So it's always best to consult a realtor, because we have a lot of tricks of the trade that not everybody's privy to.
Don't wait another minute. Go to www.teamtoddrealty.com for more information. Team Todd Realty Group. You hear that sound? Is that what I think it is? It's Christmas time. Wait, isn't it still 2020?
Christmas is canceled.
Mr. Grinch.
Thanks to Coach Oliver Adams and Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash.
You can't cancel a holiday.
Christmas isn't canceled. Michael McFadden and Jay Nash are spreading some Christmas cheer. Tune in every Wednesday at 8:15 a.m. for your chance to get hooked up with a $35 gift card. All you have to do is call in with the correct answer to the Christmas movie trivia. It's that easy. Thanks to Coach Oliver Adams, Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash, and Power 108.9, we're going to end 2020 on a positive note by giving away Christmas cheer. Power 108.9, a station for the people.
Hey, welcome back. Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash right here on Power 108.9. Today's show is being brought to you by Alvin Jamison over there at Loan Depot. Looking for a new house, you may want to get it financed. You can hit them up, alvinjamison.com. Got to say good morning to Mia. She's hanging out with us today. And don't forget to share the show, man. We appreciate it. Tomorrow, we are giving away $100.
$100.
Thank you to Coach Oliver Adams.
Yeah.
Christmas is not over.
Nope, we're spreading Christmas cheer.
We're going to do that tomorrow. You got to name the movie.
Yep, the movie trivia. You answered it correctly.
And you got $100 straight up. Coming from
Cash App.
Jay's Cash App.
You're right.
Hey,
from yours.
Today's National Bill of Rights Day. I want to let you know, too, that on Bill of Rights Day, something about the Bill of Rights that you may not know. It was 1992 that the compensation of a congressman was ratified 203 years later and is now the 27th Amendment.
Okay.
There are 14 copies of the Bill of Rights, one for each of the 13 states to sign and one in the federal archives. Now, only 12 copies survive today. So somebody took one home and then put it in that drawer.
Yeah.
You know that drawer by the refrigerator that you always be putting stuff in? That's where it is. So shout out to the Bill of Rights. Today is also Wear Your Pearls Day. Do you wear pearls?
No. I do have pearls, though.
You don't wear them?
I mean, it got to be something special.
Okay.
Like a real special anniversary or a date night or church.
Or Mayor's Ball, maybe?
Right.
Would you wear it to Mayor's Ball?
Yeah, I actually would marry. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Depends on what I got on. Sometimes
hey, babe,
you
you're
want
going
to
to
be
be
bling
sitting
bling.
with the deaconesses today.
Right.
You put the pearls on.
On the first pew.
And speaking of the mayor, Keisha.
Yeah.
Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms.
Atlanta has a mayor named Keisha.
She allegedly respectfully declined a Joe Biden cabinet seat.
What's up with that?
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
I know cabin seat, like that Gatlinburg cabins, but a cabinet, seat up in D.C. She said, that, well, her reason they didn't say why and what seat it was. They didn't say what seat it was, but she said, "Nah, I'm good down here in Atlanta." She's got a lot of work to do here.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I was trying to figure out like what was the role that they wanted her to play. They said that she was considered a top contender to lead the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
I got you. That's where that brother is. Who's running that right now?
We can't talk about him.
Okay.
Please.
But shout out to her. You know what? The thing about Keisha, though, every time I see her doing a press conference, she's always at the crib. She ain't left the house yet.
I don't blame her. Her and her husband contracted COVID.
Okay, she can get out, though.
He was still, trying to push through. No, you don't. Some people don't want to sacrifice their life. They don't want to do the sacrifice. You were talking about the Cleveland Indians and how they want to change their name. What's up with that?
Man, cancel culture. The Cleveland Indians have just changed their names to the Cleveland baseball team. No, they didn't.
Oh.
They said that.
I'm like, what?
The Cleveland Indians, the team owner Paul Dolan has revealed that the franchise will be changing its name, but it's unclear when the change will occur. The name will remain in place until a new name is chosen. So this season, during the baseball season, they'll still go by the Cleveland Indians. However, after the 2021 season, they're going to be switching to a new name.
So
Cancel
like
culture.
What does that mean for our Braves, though? Because you know that we're named after an indigenous tribe. So
why'd you have to
Go
go?
ahead,
I
say
know,
it.
right?
Say it,
Indigenous
man. Say what I'm
tribe.
talking about.
I'm sure we're not far away. They chumped us off and wouldn't let us do the tomahawk chop one playoff.
Yeah, they can't.
Like they chumped us off. Yes.
Yeah.
They said you cannot do the tomahawk. They didn't give out the tomahawks no more. They ain't do none of that
Was this
stuff.
before cancel culture?
No, this was last year.
Oh,
the
wow.
Year before last.
Yeah,
Yep, the year before last. So
wow.
I'm sure all of the teams with Indians and anything that has to do with indigenous people.
Yeah.
There you go, indigenous folk.
indigenous
I'm not gonna call them Indians.
Yeah.
Christopher
Indigenous
Columbus
folk.
tried to come to India. He came to the Americas.
He sure did.
Oh, there you go. Well, thank you very much for that.
Oh, there's a whole
science
backstory
lesson.
on that when I went to Haiti and the whole situation with the separation between Dominican. Okay. Anyway,
I wanted to hear about that.
We were paying attention. He talked about folks that be paying attention.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Social studies.
Right. So when I went over to Haiti for our trip with my nonprofit, I have a nonprofit, Girl Power Outreach. We went over and they one of the guys who was our tour guide talked about why how voodoo came about for Haitian people. And here's the thing, I don't want to say too much on it, but he did say that what happened was they started to do the whole voodoo because Columbus came on over there. They were enslaved, and they felt like, how would God do something like this to me?
Right.
And they talked about the separation between Dominican and them. It's actually really, really deep.
That's why I love going on. Like when I go out of the country or to other states, like I like going on those tours.
It's a whole lot better to take some tours instead of just taking photo ops all the time.
Exactly.
Learn a history of what's happening in these different countries that you're in, so that you can tell your children. And we talked about history lessons. We talked about history lessons yesterday, and so much was left out for us, right? So much was left, especially for Black and African Americans. A lot of history was left out that we weren't taught unless you had Mississippi Studies.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Oh, down at
we did have Mississippi Studies.
Piney Woods.
Yeah, but when we come back at Piney Wood Country Life School, when we come back, of course, we got that what? What we got?
We got that birthdays and shout outs coming up. Y'all know JB murdering those birthdays, and she got a very special shout out. She almost forgot if she didn't log on to Facebook. That's a shame.
Shut up. We'll be back right here on Morning Sweat. Michael and J Nash, you play too much.
What up, Tim?
Keep up with Power 108.9 on social media.
Can I find you?
Instagram.
At Power 108.9.
And Facebook.
At Power 108.9.
It's the exact same thing. It's at Power 108.9.
Power 108.9, a station for the people. If you hadn't made your way over to power108.9.com, you're just as bad as the people who didn't vote in this year's election.
The votes are still coming in. I'm going to give you a list of states that I'm never visiting, ever.
Oh, never, ever,
ever.
ever?
Y'all state. I'm sorry, did I just cut?
You just cut.
I dropped the F-bomb, didn't I?
Straight. Early in the morning.
Power 108.9, a station for the people. You hear that sound? Is that what I think it is?
It's Christmas time.
Wait, isn't it still 2020?
Christmas is canceled.
Mr. Grinch.
Thanks to Coach Oliver Adams and Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash,
You can't cancel a holiday.
Christmas isn't canceled. Michael McFadden and Jay Nash are spreading some Christmas cheer. Tune in every Wednesday at 8:15 a.m. for your chance to get hooked up with a $35 gift card. All you have to do is call in with the correct answer to the Christmas movie trivia. It's that easy. Thanks to Coach Oliver Adams, Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash, and Power 108.9, we're going to end 2020 on a positive note by giving away Christmas cheer. Power 108.9, a station for the people.
Welcome back. You found your favorite Bill of Rights. We're going to talk about that. Yo, if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Yep. Birthdays are being brought to you by Oliver Adams, a.k.a. Coach Oliver Adams, who always reminds us that true power comes from the inside of you. And once the power to live is ignited, change happens immediately. You grab a copy of his latest book. It's called Power to Live Through Obstacles, and you check it out on his website, power2live.net. Y'all know JB murdered those birthdays.
You already know. So Don Johnson, right? He turned 71. He's an actor, but what did he play?
Miami Vice.
Okay.
That's the Miami Vice dude. That's the Caucasian brother.
Right.
Not to be confused with Philip Michael Thomas.
Yes. What you know, boy? I promise you, I love that you always know the movie. Like, you're like the movie buff.
That was actually a TV show. The movie was done by Jamie Foxx and
not Keanu Reeves. What's the other guy named?
Ethan Hawke, I think. Was it
Ethan
Hawke?
Ethan Hawke. Look that up, Legs. That's not Ethan
Who was
Hawke.
Miami Vice? Jamie Foxx.
I know it's Jamie Foxx, but it wasn't no Ethan Hawke. Was it?
Yeah, so she checking now.
Okay, please find out. And we're going to move on. Josh Norman, he turns 33.
Shout out to Josh, one of the best cornerbacks in the league. Is he still playing? I think he's still playing, but yeah, he was a beast when he was younger.
Well, he's 33. He's still young.
That's young, and that's not young in the NFL.
That's not young. It really isn't, right? It's not. It really isn't. All right, Rodney Harrison. He is also a NFL player, and I did see him doing some commentating. He turns 48.
Yeah, shout out to Rodney.
Handsome.
Yeah, he's a good looking brother.
Ooh,
Rodney is a good looking brother.
I like when men. It's okay for men to compliment other men.
Yeah,
you know,
Rodney's a good looking brother.
He is. He's fine.
I'm not going all there.
Okay. And of course, we want to definitely say rest in peace to Kim Porter. She would have been 50 today.
Yes, shout out to Kim.
Yeah, she would have been 50 today. And shout out to my homegirl, one of my best friends. She is also a Sagittarius.
Yay!
That's my dancing machine. Like, she from the ATL, straight ATL.
There you go.
ATL.
That's was that in the video from the game? That was her?
No, that's my other girlfriend, Ronnie, from New York. But shout out to Kenya, celebrating her birthday, and all the Sagittarius.
All the Sagittarius. I got to say shout out to one of my favorite Sagittarius. He goes by the name Paul Massonet. Paul Massonet and I go back at least 12 years or so. He was one of my influences for doing radio, starting the Blog Talk radio show. So every year I always shout him out for his birthday. Thank you very much, Paul. And Tim Hall said Colin Farrell. That's what Tim said. He said Colin Farrell is the actor. Same. I think they're the same dude. It's the same dude though.
No.
Thank you, Alpha
Ethan
Male.
Hawke.
I messed up.
That is not Ethan.
So if you are celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you from us.
Yep.
Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash, and of course, Coach Oliver Adams and Power 108.9. Hey, we got some more stuff to talk about.
We do.
Because Erica's calling in.
We do. Erica Thomas, House Representative, District 39, is going to be calling in. Not only that, we want to hook you up tomorrow. Make sure you call your cousins and them.
Yep.
Let them know that we want to give you $100. Cash app you. We're spreading Christmas cheer. You know that, right?
Yeah. You know what? Speaking of spreading, New Yorkers are spreading across the United States of America.
What they doing?
They are moving from New York. New York City has forever been changed by the one-niner pandemic, but guess who is getting an influxers of New Yorkers moving to the South?
Who?
Palm Beach.
Can they afford Palm Beach?
New Yorkers fleeing to Florida amid the pandemic had turned Palm Beach into the Hamptons of the South. Notice I said the Hamptons of the South. So we're talking not the regular New Yorkers, not the hustle and bustle New Yorkers. We're talking about the ones that usually be up in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
They're moving down south with the median age dropping faster than, as they say, SpaghettiOs from a toddler's high chair. So
Really?
yeah, because usually down
really
in
say
Palm,
that?
yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah, it
does.
does.
They said that normally down there in Palm Beach, that's like where the older generation
Yeah.
is. As a matter of fact,
That's all they do is golf.
That's where my car is from. The Cadillac.
Yeah.
The Cadillac was from a Enterprise
Okay.
down in Palm Beach.
Okay.
And it ain't had no miles on it. Old folks to be driving.
They don't. You
So I
can't
had to
caddy
snatch
for a
that
long
up.
time.
Yeah, I had to snatch that thing up. But yeah, they're going down to Palm Beach, man, because of the restrictions up there in New York City. So
Well, hold on. Wait. So is Palm Beach open?
sure, why not?
We'll be back right here on Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash
Yay,
on Power
yay.
108.9.
The New Normal Podcast.
It better be served to me by some naked woman.
It's locker room talk. That's what boys do.
Sports and locker room talk.
Can't keep anything else in my freezer. Yeah. But at least I can drink a ton of whiskey with ice cubes.
This ain't your ordinary sports podcast. Check out the New Normal Podcast on power108.9.com every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 12 noon.
No f***ing way.
Power 108.9, a station for the people. Honest question. The New Normal Podcast.
It better be served to me by some naked woman.
It's locker room talk. That's what boys do.
Sports and locker room talk.
Can't keep anything else in my freezer. Yeah. But at least I can drink a ton of whiskey with ice cubes.
This ain't your ordinary sports podcast. Check out the New Normal Podcast on power108.9.com every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 12 noon.
No f***ing way.
Power 108.9, a station for the people. Keep it locked. Power 108.9, the station for the people. In a world of petty and immature people, it's refreshing to hear a morning show that has sophisticated hosts such as Michael McFadden and Jay Nash. Don't believe me? Take a listen.
But shout out to our friends over there at Credit Building Professionals. What up, Credit Craig?
I tried to come with you.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's what she said. Ooh.
Oh.
Hey.
Power 108.9, a station for the people.
Welcome back. Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash right here on Power 108.9. Today's show is being brought to you by Alvin Jameson over there at Loan Depot. Looking for a new house? Hit him up. AlvinJameson.com is the website. Jay Nash
right.
just had some
It didn't feel right because we weren't all in sync. Loan Depot. No? Okay.
Nah, because you had some breaking news.
I did?
Yeah, John Osloff.
Oh,
What'd you say he was
yeah.
doing?
Okay.
He giving away some money?
He is. Actually, I received a text message. Are you still receiving text messages to vote?
Man, I think that's why I didn't know where I was supposed to vote at yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't reading my damn text messages.
But this is what helped a lot of people, especially in the inner city, to get out and vote. In those rural areas as well. The text message, man. When I tell you between Fair Fight Action and everybody else, I got emails and text messages to get out and vote. So yesterday, I received a text. Hey, Jay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jay, we're hiring. I'm Joanne with Team Ossoff, and we're paying folks $500 a week.
Hey.
Yeah, to talk about their communities, about the runoff.
Nice.
How about that? Find the link on the flyer that I attached. Will you apply? It really says that.
I got a text from President Obama, too. I didn't even read it.
You didn't?
Yeah. No, I didn't read it. Because it's the same stuff. Because he ain't sent it just to me. Like, if he would have just sent it to me.
It would have been personal.
Right.
Personalized.
Exactly. Because I know yours didn't say, hey, Jay. I'm sure it didn't say, hey, Jay. You want to put $5 on it?
Mind your business.
Some of them do.
Hers don't say, hey, Jay.
Mind your business. But $500 a week just to get out and tell people to vote?
Hey, well, so 2022, I think it is, your girl Ivanka is eyeing a run for the Senate down in Florida. Speculation is that 45's daughter will challenge Marco Rubio in 2022 after it was revealed that her and Jared have bought some land down there in Miami. So she is looking for her chance to get up there in D.C. and mess it up like her daddy did. And then shout out to my man Brandon Scott up there in B-More.
Yeah, B-More.
Brandon Scott was sworn into office a couple of days ago with a fresh afro coat with a fade on the side.
saw him.
The reason why he looks so sharp because the kid's only 36 years old. He has become the youngest mayor in more than a century.
Wow.
He brought his hairstyle and flair to swearing in on Wednesday as he launches his multi-layered effort to build on progressive reform up there in Baltimore. And Baltimore need it, man.
Yeah.
Like Baltimore's still living in the wire. Like
They got some good seafood, though.
Yeah, they do have some good crab cases stuff up there. You can't downplay that part of Baltimore.
Wow, that's a good thing. Look at that. You know, I think what we see now is what's gonna happen now is that we're gonna have a lot of people who feel the need that they need to run for office.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a really, especially as your young leaders, I think that that's something that you should do as women. I think that's something that we should continue to do is run for these different offices.
I totally agree because it really gives us a very fresh perspective and what their mind is like and what they want. Today, I was telling you today, Dr. Fauci, I heard Dr. Fauci say this morning, like people that question the validity of the vaccine or they question the fact that, oh my goodness, this vaccine was created so fast.
Yeah.
And Dr. Fauci said it in his own words,
What'd he
and
say?
I'm paraphrasing. He said, like, think about this. Let's not think about how fast the vaccine was created. Let's think about how great our technology and science has advanced over the past couple of decades.
Yeah.
He said, 15, 20 years ago, you would have never been able to put a vaccine like this together in that amount of time. But with the way technology has changed and all of the tools that they have as scientists, yes, it makes it a faster process now.
And that's the reason why a lot of people there's a lot of signs in people's yard that I see that says, hey, we're voting for science. 2020 for science, because 45 he just didn't believe in science. And we have evolved as the world. We talked about this not too long ago last week where we said, hey, there's going to be more things that come about because as the world continues to progress and as the U.S. continues to progress and as babies and, overpopulated, things like that, there's going to be a lot of different things. So science is starting to evolve right along with us as we continue to evolve.
And we also got to give a big shout out to Sandra Lindsay.
Are we giving her a shout out? Have you checked on her this morning?
She was on GMA this morning. She was doing fine.
What'd she say?
She was doing good. She said she has no side effects. The injection site wasn't sore or none of that stuff. If y'all don't know who that is, she is the nurse up there in New York City who got the 1/9 vaccine.
The first.
Yeah, the first one up there in Long Island, the Jewish Medical Center. She says, she says she's feeling fine this morning. So shout out to her being the first U.S. to receive the vaccine. The only and I talked about this morning, she wasn't really the first.
No.
Because you had people that were first in being
The
guinea
vaccine
pigs
trial,
of being a part of the trial. And those are some of the people that I salute. I definitely understand, though, the
concern.
Yeah, the thing with the first person getting in. I totally understand that. But I say shout out to all of the volunteers out there that actually were a part of the test trial. Because without them, there would be no freaking vaccine.
Absolutely, I agree with you too. But check on her on Friday. We got to check back with her on Friday, see how she's doing. Like I said, I don't want to be the first.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk to Erica Thomas.
Yep.
House Representative, District 39.
District 39.
Yeah, and also I'm going to tell you about this tip that Tasha left the other day.
Okay.
Tasha around here like P. Diddy.
Oh, man, we got to hear about that. He's so still. We'll be back right here on Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash.
You hear that sound? Is that what I think it is?
It's Christmas time.
Wait, isn't it still 2020?
Christmas is canceled.
Mr. Grinch.
Thanks to Coach Oliver Adams and Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash,
You can't cancel a holiday.
Christmas isn't canceled. Michael McFadden and Jay Nash are spreading some Christmas cheer. Tune in every Wednesday at 8:15 a.m. for your chance to get hooked up with a $35 gift card. All you have to do is call in with the correct answer to the Christmas movie trivia. It's that easy. Thanks to Coach Oliver Adams, Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash, and Power 108.9, we're going to end 2020 on a positive note by giving away Christmas cheer. Power 108.9, a station for the people. If you hadn't made your way over to power108.9.com, you're just as bad as the people who didn't vote in this year's election.
The votes are still coming in. I'm going to give you a list of states that I'm never visiting, ever.
Oh, never, ever,
Ever.
ever?
y'all state. I'm sorry, did I just
That was- you just
Sorry, I dropped the F-bomb, didn't I?
Straight.
My
Early
bad.
in the morning.
Power 108.9, a station for the people. In a world of petty and immature people, it's refreshing to hear a morning show that has sophisticated hosts such as Michael McFadden and Jay Nash. Don't believe me? Take a listen.
But shout out to our friends over there at Credit Building Professionals. What up, Credit Cred?
I tried to come with you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're
That's
welcome.
what she said.
Oh.
Hey.
Power 108.9, a station for the people. And now, Michael McFadden.
Welcome back, Mornings with Michael and Jay Nash right here on Power 108.9. Today's show is being brought to you by Alvin Jameson over there at Low Depot.
Yeah, you guys did it.
Looking for a new house? Hit them up. Visit the website, alvinjameson.com. Alvin like the chipmunk and Jameson like that fine whiskey.
Oh, nice.
Hey, we're talking about early voting here in the beautiful state of Georgia.
Yeah.
We cannot talk about voting without having the magnificent Erica Thomas on the line. Erica, what up?
Good morning. Oh, man.
Legs, what are you doing, Legs?
It was a mistake. Okay, she'll call back. It's okay.
Get
She'll call back, but you know.
So all you gotta do is push the little green button,
We
Joe.
were talking about House of Representatives, and we were talking about what we learned in social studies. And do you know that the House of Representatives serve 2-year terms?
Oh, okay. So yeah, you go through that thing every 2 years,
Yeah.
and you
but
talked
you can
about
be
your
considered for re-election every year.
yeah. There's no limit, I don't think, on House of Representatives or congressmen, and that was one thing that they talked about in this year's elections, like possibly having term limits for senators and congressmen and women, because they be standing there for a long time.
They do.
I just thought about Hank Johnson over there on the east side. He's you know Hank.
Man, yes.
It sounds like Hank been in there forever.
I was gonna say we have to look that one up. Yeah, he has.
I just thought about it. I just thought about him. I was like, man, I might just move to DeKalb County just to run against him.
Move to a smaller little city.
DeKalb is small.
DeKalb is huge.
DeKalb's not that big.
DeKalb is the biggest county in Georgia.
So legs. All you gotta do is when she call in, just hold the phone, don't put her on hold, and then just push the speaker button. That's all you got to do.
You got it? Yeah. So that's what we got.
Pick the phone up. Yeah, there you go. Is she on the phone? Hold on, y'all. Go ahead and talk.
Hey, Erica, can you hear us? Okay, so we listen. We're having. Hey, make sure tomorrow you tune in. Of course, we got our Christmas promo. We are spreading some Christmas cheer to you and your family. The great thing about that is we want to hook you up with $100 this time, not $35, $100. Shout out to Patrice.
Nice.
She won last week. She won $70 last week, and she got the movie trivia right. So she said, "I thought it was gonna be black films."
It's good films. It's
right,
good
it's good films. Hey, Erica. Good morning. How are you? We are doing good. Thanks for calling in this morning. We really appreciate you taking some time out to chat with us.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Michael tell me to do something. I have to do it.
I appreciate you. How you been?
I'm doing great. I just flew in
Winning
last
elections?
night from Dominican Republic.
Oh,
Okay, look at you.
Girl, look at you.
Shout out to you. When you go back to work, though, that's the question.
I know. January, the second Monday in January, we're back at the Capitol. So I said I need to get a little vacation in before we go back.
So what you got planned for 2020? Like, what's some of the big things in your district right now that you're going to be working on for 2021?
Well, a lot. Well, first we've got to get these 2 U.S. senators in there.
Okay.
So we're working really, really hard on a couple of different projects that I'm working with the campaign with. And yesterday I was on a plane, but I was able to pre-record. We did this Deck the Vote event with Kristen Bell and Josh Gad, and it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
We decorated wreaths and raised money for the campaign, so that was a lot of fun. And then, just trying to do as much as we can because people have to understand what this really means for America. These 2 seats, a lot of people say, oh, Obama didn't do this or Obama didn't do that, but, what he couldn't do because we didn't have the House and the Senate. And so if we can get that back, we can do a lot with just those 2 votes.
Well, you're pretty young here, and so we want to know because we were just talking about Brandon over in Maryland.
Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore.
Mhm.
And we were talking about how he's young and he actually is the mayor of Maryland. So tell us, why did you decide to run for office, House of Representatives?
Well, Yeah, I believe it or not, my first, what I thought I was going to do with my life was be a journalist, to be a news anchor. And so, I trained myself for that. Believe it or not, I used to have a really, really country accent. I mean, down south, kids better get on in here now. Accent. And so I trained myself through my journalism program at my college to, speak in a different tone so that I'd be able to go to different markets. And so that's what I thought I was going to do. But it became, depressing with all this Bobby just died here and all, reporting news and things like that. And so I wanted to kind of be not in front of the camera doing an interview, but maybe making the change that I wanted to see every single day. So I started interning with a state representative, and you think I'm young, but she became state representative at the age of 22.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's one of the youngest in history. And she actually started something called the Young Elected Officials Network. She started with Andrew Gillum. He ran for governor in Florida. They both started it together. And what it is a network of young elected officials all over the country. Probably it started off with just thinking it was going to be 35 of them, and it grew to like 3,500 elected officials all over the country. So when you see the guy like in Baltimore and different people popping up all over, a lot of these young people are a part of this network and have got a lot of the tools that they needed to be able to run for office. And so with that being said, she ran for a higher office, and I went into her office one day. I was an intern for her. I was a staffer at the Capitol, and I told her, I said, I'm running for your seat. And she was like, Erica, I don't know about this. There's this young lawyer from Morehouse. He wants to run for my seat. I'm like, look, just let me run for this seat. I'm not asking you to endorse me. Just don't endorse anybody else.
Okay.
And she did. She gave me her word, and we ended up winning that race. 2 other people, twice my age, were in the race, and we won by 67%.
Oh, wow.
We did really, really well, and I had a team of all young people who knew nothing about politics, but they were young, they knew to knock on doors, and they believed in me. And so everything else could be trained.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
so we won that race, and I think it's so important that young people are at the table every single time when it comes to running for office. It takes a lot to convince us to do it, but once you do, we are unstoppable.
Yeah, there you go. Erica, I always definitely appreciate you taking time out your day to call into our little show over here at Power 108.9. But talk about the importance, like, for you and what you do, like how the politics are so local, and I think we forget about these offices that you are running for. Talk about the importance of that.
Yeah, politics is local, and people forget, like you said, people forget how more important that a state senator or state representative or a city council or a mayor is than a U.S. senator or congressman. To be honest with you, I don't know how many times you've ever seen David Perkins just chilling in Georgia or talking to people in Georgia. I mean, that's not a pronounce on him. That's just period. We get the laws. The federal will make laws, right?
Right.
But pretty much that is just a pretense to what we can and can't do. We don't have to follow those rules. For example, what do you think minimum wage is?
$9.25.
12.
$9.25? No. In Georgia, it's $5.15.
Shut up.
Damn.
Yes. So the national average is about $7.25, $8. But because we don't have to follow the federal guidelines, that's just a guideline for us. We can set our own laws. And so that is why it's so important. Everybody voted for Joe Biden, and we won Georgia, and they called us blue. But we did not win enough House seats in the House of State House to flip Georgia like they say we flipped, because it's majority Republican.
Yeah.
So I've had a bill to make the minimum wage at least $10.25. My bill has been on the books for like 4 years, and it never got a hearing. Not even a hearing in a committee. And that's because our house is still red. And so people have to understand how important it is to go down ballot. We voted for Joe Biden, but people did not vote in these houses, in these smaller seats. And so we needed 16 House seats in order to turn the House blue at the state capitol, and we only received 3. more.
Oh my goodness!
Just imagine what could have happened if people went down ballot. So it's so important that we tell people to vote in these types of races, because we actually make the real decisions that are your everyday type of thing. Your minimum wage, if you're able to get Medicare, if you're able to get Medicaid, all these types of things. These are decisions that we make every single day decisions, and so we have to make sure people vote down ballot. I think that because of this U.S. Senate race, we're getting a lot more spotlight on elections and on politics. Just imagine, guys, last year, 2 years ago, 4 years ago, you couldn't talk to people about politics.
Right.
Nobody
wants to talk about it. Yeah.
Exactly. But now it is the thing. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's voting. So hopefully, guys, after these races and these elections, people will start to notice and vote down ballot and will elect more people like your favorite state representative, Erica Thomas.
Yep.
I know that's right. Let me ask you this. This is Jay Nash here. One last question before I let you go. Yesterday it came out that, of course, Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms turned down a chance to work with President, of course, elect Joe Biden, work in his cabinet. What are your thoughts on that? And do you feel like she made a great decision?
Wow. Well, thank you for breaking news, because I just heard that right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she just got back. Yep.
Yeah, like I said, I was in Dominican Republic trying to tap out, so I definitely didn't even know that she turned it down. I just knew that that's what she was going to do. I just knew it.
Yeah, me too.
That's a chance. That's a history. That's history.
It is.
Did they say what job she turned down?
Well,
no, they didn't say yet.
They didn't say. There's been speculation that it was like the Secretary of Housing, but that's just speculation. But they did say, that she turned down the opportunity to be a part of his cabinet. So I just wanted to kind of get your perspective on that. We got to wrap it up. But what do you think?
I think that she's very popular here in Atlanta. I think that in the last, year alone, her popularity has grown like maybe 110%. And because of all of the things she had to go through with Kemp and all the things she had to go through with COVID and these shootings and things like that.
Yep.
And this year, 2021, is coming up. And I think that, I know that this is her election year. And so I'm guessing that she, knows that she's going to win it and that she has a huge chance to win the election, which I think she does as well. And so I think that she chose the latter because she knew that she could win, and maybe there's some things that she wanted to do before she left Atlanta office.
Yeah.
So that could be it. I mean, who's going to go against her?
Right.
And that's the question. Who will beat her? And maybe there is someone out there that will beat her. I don't know right now. But with that being said, I think that she has the confidence and the longevity of her office and the things that she's done maybe to win. And so that probably was the deciding factor.
All right.
Well, Erica, we want to say once again, thank you again, and congratulations on your victory.
Yep.
I know you headed back down to the Capitol next month. Hey, we're going to come down there and hang out with you, though,
yeah,
right?
we got to come down and hang out with you.
I just want to see what y'all cafeteria food. I want to see what y'all cafeteria food tastes like down there.
He's so
well, baby, let me tell you something.
School food.
We got lambs and lamb chops and everything. Y'all might want to come on down. I'll cater. I'll get it catered when you come.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Well,
thank you, Erica.
Time out for us.
All right, y'all have a great day.
All right, you too.
Yep.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. So,
you
were talking about the Bill of Rights. Mine.
What's your favorite Bill of Rights?
Amendment 5.
And what is that?
I'm gonna plead the fifth.
you ain't.
I can tell you that I plead the fifth.
I should have known that. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Erica though, and thank you for calling in. Definitely appreciate that. Sisters doing their thing, man.
Sisters are doing their thing. She's reelecting, and actually, she became House Representative at 30. Well, she's young.
Yeah, she's young. So speaking of sisters doing the things, I had to definitely leave you with Tasha's tip story over Saturday. So Tasha went to go get her a mani-pedi this weekend from her favorite mani-pedi manicurist.
Okay.
His name is how they are. His name is like Steve or something, but
Victor.
It's really nice, not Steve. So she got her mani-pedi, and whatever the price was, she said round it up to 100.
Oh, she got money.
She said it was a mani-pedi though. You know how y'all mani, and she got the gel jounts. Yeah, she got the gel jounts. So she was like rounded up to 100.
Yeah.
Well, when she walked out of the store, he didn't round it up to 100. He put $100 tip on there.
Oh my gosh.
And she told him, she said, Merry Christmas.
Y'all got money. Let
Nah,
me
it
hold,
ain't like that.
Let me hold some, Tasha. We'll be back tomorrow right here on Mornings with Michael J. Let me get some. Let me hold some. You paid for that, right?
It's all in the same, coming from the same account. We'll holler at y'all tomorrow.
Peace and love.
Crack cocaine dealer.
I said there are so many amendments in the Constitution of the United States of America. I can only choose one. I can only choose one. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Power 108.9. Let's go.